Where is peace? For generations, people have been looking for the answer to this question, going through emotional suffering. We all run behind people, places, objects, and what not in search of this answer. I also ran a similar race. Peace was a rare commodity as I was growing up in a family where domestic violence was a ritual. The wealthy assets that I had with me were my values of determination, perseverance, faith in God, and the support from few of my teachers and friends. Every time I faced a hard blow on my face, I asked God, why me? I was unable to run away from those difficult situations in my life. I suppressed the emotional pain inside me. 12 years ago, as I was walking down to my cubicle in my workplace, I felt my whole body collapse. I somehow managed to reach onto a chair just so that I would not fall down. With the help of my co-workers, I managed to reach home. My whole body was dysfunctional. I had giddiness, numbness in my head and whole body, including my hands and toes. I had stomach issues. The pain was radiating all over my body. The pain was so intense that I felt like I was lying down on a bed of thorns. I was completely dependent on my family members. I was unable to do the simplest chore of brushing my teeth or even brushing my hair. I reached for support by consulting various physicians who diagnosed that I was suffering from acute cervical spondylosis. 5 out of 7 vertebrae in my neck were degenerated. The physicians told me that even a spine surgery is not going to get me back to normal health conditions. When I heard this, I was completely shattered. I was helpless, I was stuck and feeling shameful. It was during this time that I deeply started reflecting on my experiences. What caused me to this pain and suffering? It is then that I realized that the accumulation of my emotional pain had led to this physical suffering. I was not ready to give up and wanted to get back to life. So I knocked at the door of a spiritual master. He happily let me in and treated me for almost a year. After 10 months of being bedridden, I slowly started showing signs of recovery with the treatment from my spiritual master. After having healed from my physical pain, I did not want to waste little bit of my time to go through the same path that I went earlier. So I decided to find an answer to my question. I was not sure if I would find it, but I began my search by looking into various books, scriptures, spiritual lectures, and also began learning spiritual practices that included meditation, yoga, Reiki, and also continued my passions in music. Although I had no clue where this journey would end, I continued with the belief that I would not be left strayed. So, as I continued on, eventually, after many months of continued and consistent practice, I noticed my mind expand. I was seeing that I was able to develop mindfulness and also various skills that enabled to develop a resilient mindset. My mind expanded with love, compassion, and empathy. I began sharing this knowledge and wisdom to people around me. It is then that I started teaching the Holy Bhagavad Gita to my Sanskrit students. One day, I had a challenging question from a student who asked me, "You talk about all this. How do I bring an internal transformation inside me?" This is when I reached out to my coach and found the answer as coaching. Today, I'm feeling very grateful and proud for having been able to transform the lives of more than 70 women to develop a resilient mindset and enable them to discover peace and harmony in their lives. Today, I know the answer to peace being it residing in yourself. We don't have to run around anyone or anything in our life to find this answer. The treasure resides in us. We all can find the path to peace by disciplining our own minds. Pain does bring suffering, but if we use it as a fuel, it can act as a motivation to find our purpose and peace in life. I would like to leave you all with a quote from Gautama Buddha, which says, "Peace comes from within. Do not seek it without." Thank you.